Hello everybody, I'm Raphael Perry and it's time for some more Tainted Grail. Now I didn't get to record this game last night, so I'm recording it now. And it looks like the hour is growing late. I can see the stars starting to peep through the sky. So, while I didn't get to record last night, there was a time in between my opportunities to record where I looked into the matter of the quest of the letters luring people into ambushes where they may be murdered, robbed, or worse. And a lot of people have had problems with this quest. Apparently, it's been very, very buggy for a lot of people for some time. Now, what's supposed to happen is that you are meant to meet an NPC who starts the quest, then you go off and do things and find the letters. And then, when you've found the letters, you go back to the NPC and confront him because he's obviously the one who's been sending the letters. If you find the letters without even knowing he exists, that's a problem. Especially as in some games, in some playthroughs, he doesn't even appear at all. Okay? Because of some sort of bug. And some people have said that finding the letter first can cause him to not appear at all in their experience. Now, additionally, he's not where map markers say he is if you found him at the beginning of the quest, and he's not in, I know roughly where to find him. I did go find him off camera, and he does exist in this playthrough, unless something goes horribly wrong. So I should probably go talk to him after we've rested, because currently he'll be in bed asleep, somewhere we cannot access him. And after that, I'm thinking this episode we go and deal with the tower. And yes, I did go all the way down to the Horns of the South and go walking all over it looking for places where there might be dead bodies with even more letters on them. So, the man we are looking for is one of the workmen in the town. I believe he's called Rowan. He goes out to work in the day outside town with the other workmen, and then in the evening he goes and sits up by the inn. It was too late in the evening for us to go and find him at the start of this session, so that's cool. We'll go look for him and see if he's too busy to talk to us. Otherwise we might have to wait a little. Let's have a little jog. He should be working over here. Let's pick some plants. And he has a fancy hat that makes him stand out. Distinguishes him from the other workmen. And he cannot be spoken to at all while he's busy working. And sometimes they don't hold the handles of these long two-man saws. But that's okay, you know? A small budget game, it's totally fine. I found that if I set down a campfire and rest for an hour, he seems to stop his work. But is it possible we could just wait a bit? Maybe even cook some food while we're at it. Maybe go at this sort of angle to keep our eye on him. Nope, we don't get to keep our eye on him. Okay. Game still isn't letting me click on. I've noticed the game patch number has changed at some point in the last few days from 1.1a to 1.1b, and 1.1b has no patch notes at all yet. So whatever's going on there, some people have mentioned they've seen item requirements altered and that they no longer qualify for some of their favourite pieces of equipment. Beyond that, we don't know what this patch does. Obviously, it wasn't significant enough to put out any patch notes yet. Maybe we'll get a 1.1c at some point or something. You know, it's all fine. It is not getting us much cooking experience, is it? Nothing notable anyway. That's okay. I'm trying to avoid abusing the time system and just see if there's any other options available to us. But if we just wait long enough, because what is it? It's 30 seconds to the hour or something, so realistically it seems to be the waiting mechanic in specific that resets him, not just waiting. So let's rest 1 whole hour. There he is. Get him! Get him!
Oh, hello there.
While he's still available.
Oh, an adventurer. Great. Just the kind of person I need.
How do you know that I'm an adventurer? And how do you know you need one?
You dress funny. No one from here walks around looking like that. And there's something in your eyes. Can't quite put my finger on it. But your gaze isn't the same as the folks around here have. So, if you're not from Kunacht and not from Camelot, that makes you an outsider. And an outsider means adventurer.
Right, so why do you need an outsider with no ties to the local community who won't be missed?
I've been trying to get the guards to hear me out, but they just roll their eyes and tell me to stop whining. But I swear, something's going on. I think we've got a problem with Camelosian deserters.
Yeah, no kidding. What kind of deserters from Camelot? What are they doing that's so problematic?
Deserters, I tell you. Roaming the area, sneaking into camps, stealing anything that isn't nailed down. Supplies, tools, maybe even weapons. And do you think anyone cares? Of course not.
Well, then the men from Camelot should take better care of them, to make sure they don't step out of line and to rein them in when they desert.
Aye, I agree. But they won't. You know why? Because that would mean admitting they have deserters in the first place, and that's not Camelot's style. To the outside world, it's all smiles and sunshine with them. They need to keep up appearances, make sure we're all eager to relocate to Camelot.
Look, apparently I think I see what's going on. I've got this letter and you just tried to send me to my death.
You? You don't know what it's like to live here. It's unbearable. Everyone's poor. The Menhir is failing and the Red Death is creeping closer every day. And Camelot? It'll be even worse. Here, at least I'm someone. There, I'd be nothing. And I won't rot in a cell. Over my dead body!
Now he does his best to run away. We can kill him. I don't see any particular need to do so. Also, these people are all scared as well. Did he just phase out of existence now that he's... Or did he get to keep running away somewhere? Anyway, that does seem to be the end of the quest.
This isn't worth dying over.
I hear his voice, so he's around... Mate, I might come back and check on you later, but for now, I'm out of here. But this then beggars the question. So we've got this letter from S. So who, pray, is S? We know who R is. We have Withers' hideout, and it seems the R and the S don't relate directly to the name Withers. And Withers makes me think of that monster from a Goblin's webcomic who was all fingers, and if his fingers touch you, you start rotting and your body rots and decays really quickly. I think he was called Mr. Fingers, unofficially. Let's go bash.
You disturbed my peace.
Don't know if we got that one in or not, but hey.
You'll fall to my sword! You'll fall to my sword!
Got him. And we will probably be rapidly overburdened. But let us finally head towards and explore the tower. It's been a long time coming. And then I think we're mostly... well, no. Mostly done with this area, apart from some things we don't want to do. There's also that whole area that seems to be permanently part of the weirdness that we could explore. For now, though, let's go... I would say let's go and greet these people here, but they seem decidedly unfriendly. Oh, are you... Excuse me, Quirko. Let's hit these weaknesses while we still can. There we go. And we're going to be pretty over-encumbered now. Ooh, hello. More logging equipment, but what is going on here? There's another druidic shrine. I believe we finally found one of this. Morgaine's sensor. +5 maximum mana permanently. Well then. And let's practice a little healing while we're at it. There's something over there. I think I see a body. Alright. The weird tower it certainly is. Oh, you're one of them, okay. Make an offering of animal parts. Get 5% mana regeneration, 5% stamina regeneration, and we should also get part of the... yeah, sure, we'll just give a wolf's claw. The Horned Warden's breeches. Of course, part of the set. It's all coming together. It looks like the Royal Geographers Guild have left a notice out here for us. Oh, is that a button? I believe it is. I could not read what that writing said. It flashed up far too briefly. And clearly we need the power of the shield to be able to open this. These doors are sealed shut by some mysterious power. I mean, it's not that mysterious. We don't get to go to the tower then. Announcement from the Royal Geographers. A complete prohibition on entering the Tower of Madness is hereby declared. The tower before you once served as the Kuanacht Watchtower, constructed by a decree of Palamedes, founder of the Tarian family. Travellers from across Avalon would gather to behold its majesty and unique architectural marvels. The current state of the tower is a result of the intensifying weirdness. None who have entered the tower from the weirdness after the weirdness have returned alive. Thus we have renamed the watchtower to the Tower of Madness. Well, we will definitely leave that warning there. We're not going to remove it. I see a camp down there, and also, if I recall correctly, we are very close to the Inquisitor with whom we could trade. That looks vaguely important. So we got fragments of humanity, probably not a good idea. Make a deal and take on the burden. This whole area over here. That's a big area leading up to this gate into the Forlorn Swords. And we don't have any quests in that area at all. That feels very odd. Chemical crafting station up ahead? It certainly seems to be the case. There might even be humans here to interact with. Bizarrely, they do not appear to be hostile. I don't... I see one of them now. I was going to say they don't, and two, I think. They don't appear to be that visible until I grew a little closer. Okay, there is not one sitting under there on a bench, which, as it originally seemed, they're both here. And wearing sort of crude low-level leather armor by the look of it. Right. Let's make ourselves known. No, we don't get to do that. Okay. Excuse me, I'm not trying to steal from you, it's just a low tent.
Your soul is diseased. There is something poisoning it. But it isn't the Red Death, is it? I can't sense that in you. Yet I detect a trace of wyrdness. It looks like your fate was sealed. But then something shifted your life's direction. You're an intriguing one. I am Carla.
Lemuel told me about you, did he? Oh, she's the witch he's looking for. Right. Who are the people in front of the tent?
My loyal helpers. I'm not so proud as to call them worshippers. But if you ask the outsiders, they might say my helpers are just poor souls. Bewitched by an evil Pictish witch. Oh, don't believe in superstitions. They're simply grateful because I cured them of the Red Death. Nothing more.
How did you cure them of the Red Death?
Those close to the wyrdness can be cured. It's a skill known among the Picts.
You're using the weirdness to heal people.
Oh yes. As you can see, the wyrdness can be a force for good, too. It's such a shame that with the druids gone, we've also lost the hope of fully harnessing this potential. Oh, I'm not quite sure how I do it myself. It seems like the Red Death and the wyrdness somehow complement each other.
You said you could not sense the Red Death within me. What did you mean by that? I think the Red Death is a spiritual disease rather than a physical one. Let's see what she has to say on the matter.
The eyes of those afflicted show a unique kind of pain, unlike anything else. Even in those who've recovered, you can still see the vestiges of their suffering. The Red Priests say the Red Death affects both the mind and the body. They are right about that. What spreads through your body is something more. It touches the very essence of one's soul. I'm afraid there's not much that can help with such a condition.
Lemuel told me about you.
Ah, Lemuel, the not saint, the most zealous of the doubters. What did that old man ask of you? To kill me and the men in front of my tent? Another sin he'll eventually have to run from? Yes, that sounds like him.
Why are you looking for Lemuel?
Why? Because I still have nightmares about the night he took my dignity. Because that night has never really ended for me. He took advantage of me when all I did was try to help him. Then he fled. It's not something one can forgive easily. I certainly can't.
He took advantage of you. He's a harmless old man, if a bit mad. Surely he's...
That old broken man is nothing but a facade that Lemuel adopted years ago. He's even begun to believe it himself. No, but he can't hide who he is or what he's done from me. He violated a woman who saved his life. And now he's telling everyone I am a witch. He says he did it because I bewitched him. He's a defiler. And sooner or later, he'll hurt someone again.
This obviously doesn't tally up with what Lemuel has told us. However, it sounds like he may have just lost control and he's refusing to take responsibility and blaming someone else. Now, previously when we arrived here, we already had the option to say we'd like her to leave Lemuel alone. It almost sounds like she's doing that already. And this other option wasn't available. Now, Branwen's probably pretty pissed off at the sound of someone being violated in that manner. Especially the thought of it happening to anyone dear to her. She almost feels tricked and betrayed. This woman does seem to have magical power of weirdness who may be able to help us in some way. I wonder if we can go back and forth on this, but in that case, I'd like to help you.
There is a way.
What is
Horrible
it?
sins affect the body. They petrify it, even though such a thing may not be visible to the naked eye. When you find Lemuel, simply whisper a spell to him. Quiran, shon piakai istich aranj korp, and then bring him to me.
And that's all.
It's all. You know what to do.
This feels bad. If I agree to do something horrible. Okay, so I can't turn this round. I should theoretically be able to speak with him and hear how he answers to this. But I'm obviously overburdened, so I need to go lighten my load before I can dash over there and find him. Also, this is not the Fallen Swords, which is where the quest was pointing me to. So again, either something erroneous or the quest continues in that region. Or, now bear with me on this, it could be because Lemuel was over here, and all of this area seems to be part of the Forlorn Swords. Some of this might as well then in that case. Okay, giddy up. Wow, that was almost as bad as my whistling. You know what? I could just ride over to there to him without unburdening myself. And that is starting to seem like a very attractive proposition. Now, this bunch of deserters are right by the workers there. So I do wonder if they were supposed to come to Rowan's aid, or if he was supposed to run to them, and I don't know. But I do like the fact that I wouldn't... In terms of replayability, of course there's the option of fiddling around with another character build, but I could, you know, replay that quest, get it a bit differently. I could maybe side with the traitors in Act 1. There should be a bear around here, but I have to be careful. Yep, there it is, okay. There we go. Oh, nice. Well struck. Alright, let's go find this barrel. And I think we should confront him with her claim. But then what? Will it be too late to take his side again, or will there be one more chance to turn it around? I don't know. Also, I don't recall him mentioning being very aged. And he didn't sound that old. I spoke with Carla. You hurt her.
Lies. She's lying. That filthy, weirdness-loving witch. She spews her venom and poisons minds. She was the one who hurt me. She seduced me. She looked so beautiful, so innocent. She made it impossible for me to resist her. I just had to touch her. She bewitched me!
Yeah, sounds like... Oh, we got a You're Disgusting option instead of... That's interesting. Where does that lead? I don't think I'll find out. Queran Sean Pekai Istich an Are Gekorp, which is apparently Gekorp, even that sounds more French.
What? I'll remember these.
What? What happened? Have we just picked up a barrel? Yep. So those do the same as the rest of the set, basically. It can't be that late already, can it? It can. Let's get back on our horse and over to the witch. It does indeed seem as if he's refusing to accept responsibility for his actions. And from her camp we should be able to walk to the Inquisitor and sell things. Probably even fighting a few more poisoned knights along the way. Now. Yep. And away we go. Yes. We can't zoom out anymore, so we are this close to the horse's arse. It's like a pantomime. Yeah, there's a joke. Oh, it's not a very good one. There's a man. He goes somewhere. There's a crowd of people, you know, at a performance, and the clown performing, and the clown points at this man in the. Oh God. Here we go. Right, fine.
Back to your hovel, coward!
Oh.
You'll fall to my sword! You'll fall to my sword. Fight is mine. I'll strike you down. Fight is mine.
Yeah. And the clown, you know, points at the man in the audience and says, I say, are you the front end of a horse or the back end of a horse? And the man thinks, well, I don't want to be the front end of a horse. I don't want to be the back end of a horse. He says, I'm the front end of a horse. And the clown points at him and laughs and says, ha 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 ha, you're the front end of a horse. And everyone laughs at him and he feels like he's been tricked, right? So he goes away and he thinks about this. And he wonders, what can I do? I don't know. So the next day he comes back. And there's a group of people and the clown's performing. And the clown points him out and says, I say, are you the front end of a horse or the back end of a horse? And the man thinks, right, I'll get him this time. He's not going to get me like last time. And he says, I'm the back end of a horse. And the clown goes, oh, you're the back end of a horse. And makes everyone laugh at him again. So he feels really fed up and abused. So he goes off and seeks out the Master of Etiquette. Yes, this is the Master of Etiquette joke, if you've heard of it. And he asks the Master of Etiquette what to say in this situation. And the Master of Etiquette has a good long think about it and tells him exactly what to say. And so on the third day, he goes back. And there's a bunch of people there, and the clown is there. And the clown says to him, I say, are you the front end of a horse? Or are you the back end of a horse? And the man says, why don't you just fuck off? That's the whole joke. Right. Lady, I've brought you the thing.
You're here.
I bring you Lemuel, transformed into a figurine.
40 years. I've been waiting 40 years for this moment, wondering whether I would ever see this day. Here, you've earned it.
Why did Lemuel turn into a figurine?
It's a spell, a very specific one that I've been crafting for years, especially for him. These words bring to light the sins of the body.
What's going to happen to Lemuel now?
I don't know yet. What do you do with a man who's done something so terrible? Maybe what he's going through now is enough punishment. I don't really think it is. Maybe I'll just toss him into the fire.
It might not be enough, but...
Good luck on the road. Thank you, stranger.
Is that it? Is there nothing more for us to
You're here.
speak about?
Come back again.
Nothing more. Well then. We've got a level out of it. And, more importantly, there is a campfire here. And it's warded from our horses outside in the weirdness, isn't it? Oh well. Let's look at leveling up. I want more endurance. At some point I'm going to want more strength, dexterity, perception. Not quite so happy with the practicality branch now. We'll just take another point of endurance and be done with it. There we go. And we do have some nice endurance options available to us. Confidence is good. It's always good. Deflecting block. So reflect back at them, or just deflect away. It does say reflect, so maybe. Blocking spells restoring mana could be very good with Mana Shield. The Druid's Bane set does completely prevent mana regeneration, but that's restoration, so it may be different. Titan's Endurance is good. These are both good as well, and we are often at full stamina now, so sure. Poised for impact, and we can work on those stamina recovery options later on. And might as well rest a bit, eh? So I'm thinking, after such a magical quest, and oh goodness, is everyone gone? Everyone does appear to have gone. Alright, let's practice a little archery. Got him. I got him. Okay. Don't worry, we'll just have even more to sell when we get to the Inquisitor. I was going to call him the Merchant, change my mind. Some kind of animal over there. It can come from me if it wants to. For now, I want to see what was a glowing down here. So, orangey red. I think... okay, looks like a flame gobbler. We have no need of such a creature right now. What is that? Poised for impact. I see, we get an icon for it. Looks like an animal skull and some vertebra. Interesting. Oh, wolf. Don't go stand inside a tree trunk again. That would be pretty mean of you. So I think, after a magical quest, I saw it. After a magical quest, we should go speak to the druid, talk about leaving the area. And I do still feel as if there is a lot not done. And that looks like titanium, so we'll go grab that while we're here. There's that whole undead area full of weirdness we haven't explored yet. And I really feel like that's such a large area, we should probably get some kind of compelling reason to go into it. Otherwise, we could just ignore it, and it's such a lot of wasted potential. That we would end up simply not exploring. It's just dead walkers. I can live without them. Oh, but if we go back that way, the Dryads are there again, and they seem to be far more mobile now. And hostile than before. When they would just stand calmly in their positions. It's as if something has happened to anger the nature spirits. Or the developers just made them wake up a bit. There's more titanium up there that we could go mine. I'm thinking now about places where we could go and find meteoric iron. And most of the places I can remember where we could get it are back in Act 1.
Welcome back, Wanderer.
Welcome indeed.
Certainly. Here's what I have.
And here's what I have for you. Oh, I can fix some for experience. You know what doing it this way does mean? A wand of chain lightning. We should hang on to that. Ooh. All lightning damage has a 33% chance to deal 50% of its damage to up to 6 targets. So does it deal lightning damage, or do I need to be casting lightning spells with my other hand? Attacks have a 10% chance to stun targets. Interesting. Right. And then let's see now. I think that might be everything. Nope. So, Horned Warden, we've got the gloves, the trousers. Glad I didn't accidentally sell those trousers. The boots. So we're looking body, head, and maybe a cloak. If they're in the weirdness area, that would make a lot of sense. Right.
Fare thee well, then.
Let's return to our horse. And even make use of it. Oh, we don't need to go that way, that far, do we? We can just slip through here between these trees, hopefully. Ignore the flame gobbler. Then mount up. And head back towards the druid's house. At this point, if there is a quest to go fight all 3 dueling knights, I clearly have missed it, or it's a quest we get later on, I might as well go fight the second duelist in the area, who will obviously be quite challenging. Hopefully, using a different style to the first duelist, so it's not just the same fight. So it is essentially, you know, because that way the second duelist equipment favours different kind of character builds. Let's just hop off here. Whoa there, horse. Steady on now. We're not going to go riding through the streets of the town. that would be the acts of a miracle the chaotic, or an equally disruptive individual. If you remember a miracle the chaotic, I don't mean the much later Skills and Powers version. I think there was even a 3rd edition version. I'm talking the 1st edition illustration, of course. It's like, yeah, picture, title, that's it. Make your own story. You know, he's riding down the street, casting harmful spells at people because he feels like it. Yeah. Yeah, people are running and hiding. I think some guards look shocked and are about to do something about this whole situation. And he's not necessarily evil. He could absolutely be evil, but he's very chaotic, whatever he's doing. Now then. We do have a lot of... well, if we have a lot of unfinished business here, I haven't seen much of it of late. So we can tidy up some of the loose ends we've got and hope it leads to something else. Here we go. Lord Yvain is seeking trusted allies for the quest to find the Holy Grail.
Really? What for? The Menhir burns beautifully. Nothing bad can happen now.
He says it will stop Camelot from moving the men here.
Ah, yes. That makes sense. I can see it now. And he sent you to me. How unexpected. You know, recent events have really given me a lot to think about. My head feels, lighter somehow. Turns out the world isn't ending after all. And I don't need to stock up on mushroom brew to survive. Besides, I have this feeling that Lady Fate might still have a plan or two left in store for me. Joining the Holy Mission. That sounds like one of them. Tell Yvain I'm ready to join the expedition, and I'll gladly stand by his side.
Well, in that case, since we've only got one more person to persuade, we might as well get a move on and put the... Wait. There's one more thing we should do before concluding this narrative arc. Because if the men of Camelot leave, I won't be able to report to Asgal about his friend. Now, trying to save the life of his friend would involve committing gross acts of murder, or having 4 more points of spirituality, which isn't that likely. Although we are one step closer to one set of item requirements we should certainly look at. But it does seem the benefits granted from those items aren't going to significantly change until we gain another increase in dexterity. Alright. Waiting for time. Okay, we got some time. Maybe... Maybe we could even go see the witch. Even though that feels really rough. What else could we tidy up? I mean, that definitely seems to be in the next area. This bloody pig. Don't know where we're going to find Ether Bloom. And that Tom is going to be a nasty piece of work. Right. This is dodgy. Cave that might be a hideout for bandits. Oh yeah! We could go check that out. So we have things to do. We're on this road already, we might as well head towards the witch. Before I change my mind. I see you and your little twiggy limbs. Whatever you may be. Oh yeah, they're all coming. Right. Now, let's see what the deal is here. I've got a pretty good idea what we're dealing with at this point.
Huh. Another vessel of flesh wandering these damned lands. I sensed the stench of mortality upon you from miles away. Was it the church? The druids? Or have the old gods marked you as their sacrifice? Don't answer. All paths lead to eternal darkness. The wheel of suffering turns without purpose. You seek the crossroads, like all others before you, as if it would save you from what awaits beyond the veil.
Which crossroads?
It's where the weak gather, desperately clinging to the illusion of hope, to their prisons of flesh. It does offer temporary shelter, one final respite before the eternal night.
Who are you?
I am Baharit, a knight of the abyss.
How can you tell I'm troubled?
Your soul is marked by corruption. I can see the void growing within you. If you seek liberation from the chains of flesh, I can open the gateway. Your life has been nothing but a cosmic joke, but your death could become a sacrament. Just say the word.
And if I emerge victorious?
Then my vigil ends at last.
Perhaps another time.
Still clinging to the prison of flesh, I see.
Indeed, another challenger. Very fancy looking armor. I'm recognizing some of the armor pieces. The chest piece looks similar to the burnt, the scorched warden armor we've seen before. Let's go see if dealing with the witch opens anything up. I want to see if I can get across. Yes, I can. Excellent. Let's do it. And I am not looting the Red Death infected. Although... it is very nice that we can dispatch them without receiving any harm whatsoever. For now, though, we have to see a witch about a pig. And I really hope I don't regret this.
So, have the two of you had a nice chat?
Not really. He could only grunt.
Well, of course, he's a pig. What were you expecting? Well, now that we've got that out of the way, tell me, why did you come here?
How am I supposed to talk to a pig?
I don't know. Wilkin and I understand each other perfectly well. But if you lack the skill, I suppose that cannot be helped. Unless you'd like to make a bargain.
Is this the same bargain or a different bargain? What do you want?
How about something made by your own hand, but something nice? Something that'll make me feel all warm and fuzzy. Oh, I know. I want a meal cooked by your hand. Then you'll be able to talk to Wilkin.
Alright, well, how about this? Let's give her something nice and warm. Fish soup, sure. We'll even go for great quality.
Oh, that's so lovely. It looks so, odd. And you humans eat that, really?
Allegedly.
I'll think where to put it, so I can admire it for a bit. Go on, talk to the pig. I'll wait here. But don't wander off too far. Who knows if I'll still be here when you get back.
Or if I can still speak to him in your absence. How are you feeling?
Surprisingly well, you know. I'm warm, I'm well fed, and I get to soak in the mud. I also keep getting the urge to root, but I don't mind. At least it's not boring.
You don't mind the company?
Oh, Thistle? Why should I? Oh, she brings me berries and acorns. Oh, she also has a very nice singing voice. Much better than Rigby's. That's for sure. Well, she promised she'll take care of me, and I believe her.
Thistle. Is that her name?
I doubt it, but that's how she introduced herself, so that's what I call her.
She also turned you into a pig.
Rian did that. I don't care if the results weren't exactly what she intended. She still tried to change me.
And now you're changed. You are what Rian tried to make you. Don't worry, I'll try to find a way to turn you back, if I suspect you won't want it.
That's very nice of you, but I'm not sure I want that. This life ain't so bad. It's easy and straightforward. I eat, I sleep, I root, I talk to Thistle. No morning drills, no Denholm yelling in my ear, no angry Canucks people spitting at my feet. It's peaceful. I like it.
Wait, he was one of Denham's soldiers? Are you sure you like it?
Pretty sure, yes. Well, I know I won't live as long as I could as a human, but you've seen what's happening on Avalon. I doubt I'd live much longer anyway.
Right, but the magic that changed him into this is also making him want to stay like this. So we can't promise for certain that he really wants to... Look, he's happy now, he can stay this way, but if we were to turn him back into a human, would he be grateful to be turned back or wish to be a pig again?
So, have the two of you had a nice chat?
Yes, I still don't think he should stay here.
Suit yourself. It just goes to show that you don't care at all about poor Wilkin's opinion. Why are you here, then?
Alright, we'll make a deal. How do we turn Wilkin back into a human?
Ah, but who said anything about turning him back into a human? You told me Rian wanted to be with her lover. That is something I can help with.
What, you want to turn
Here,
her into a pig
give
as
her
well?
this bracelet. If she really loves her Wilkin as much as she claims, she only needs to make a heartfelt wish to rejoin him. And they'll be together, just like that. Happy as two pigs in mud. Ah, I do love that little saying. It paints such an adorable picture, don't you think?
You mean they'll both be turned into pigs?
A truly happy ending. Now listen to me, little mortal, for I can already tell that you're gearing up for a dispute. 1. A deal is a deal. You do not get to back out now, and I will come to collect what is owed me, for such is the law. 2. Do not fret about the girl. She made her choices. Mortal hearts are fickle and easily swayed, are they not? It's time for her to find out if hers is as steadfast as she claims. Now, be gone. It's been amusing, but I've had quite enough of you.
Are we going to be actively banished from the hovel now? No.
If this goes on, I'll have to move somewhere else for a couple of decades or so.
I don't think violence is the solution. It feels like it might have to be. Or we could just give the stupid bint what she wants. And I'm not talking about the witch. What about this path over here? It's some manner of graveyard. Ah, look what I see. That's a very bright stone for that tomb. Oh, what? Okay. Oh. Well. Keep on hitting. Oh, you get back in here, where I can loot your body when you die. And maybe if I could have some kind of explanation. Why is it he fights like one of those hippopotamus monsters from Dark Souls 2? The Undying Watch. Summon an undead Camelot defender for 90 seconds. Charged by killing 10. Do these disappear when charged, or do they just keep charging up? That feels like there should have been some kind of reason for it. And we didn't really get much of one. But I'm glad we were able to deal with the creature. Now, family crypt. The door remains locked. Only a specific key can grant entry. If his lordship will thank us and give us that key, that could explain why we would want to come out here. And possibly why we might tangle with this thing. And this is what? The camp of the soldiers from Camelot? By that gate, I believe. So let's just head on back to town. We have a horse, but there are wolves about, so it's not entirely safe. I think we should see Arthur and come. No. You know what? We can tidy this up a bit as well. And that whole area still looks like it's just begging for quests and content that we have not yet explored. Let's venture inside the cavern. I don't know, it's... Okay, so we could have taken spirituality last level, which would have put us on a 12. We'd still need 3 more levels of grinding stuff. Feels rough. Okay, well... That's not... That's incredibly deceiving. If I were to go away, stop playing, come back later, I might see this and think it's all what it says. So there is a dead body here. Let us go and meet an evil man.
Well, well, I was wondering when someone would come knocking. You don't look like the bounty hunting type, though. So tell me, did Asgol send you?
He did.
Should have known. That old fool always did have a soft spot for lost causes. So, what now?
Well... He wants you to leave Connacht quietly. Says it's the only way to keep you both alive.
Asgol wants a lot of things. A clean slate, a tidy past, hell, maybe even forgiveness for leaving me behind when he decided to play soldier. But here's the thing. I'm not leaving. Not for him, not for you, and not for some damn bounty.
Staying here puts you both at risk.
Risk? You think I don't know risk? I've been living with it every day since Asgol put on that shiny uniform and decided he was too good for the rest of us. We were brothers once, you know. Real brothers. Not the kind bound by blood, but by survival. And then he chose their rules over ours. Still, I don't hate him for it. I just don't owe him anything either. Listen. I'm no fool. Staying here is risky, even for someone like me. If you're so willing to play along, maybe you can help keep those bounty hunters off my back. Buy me some time so I can prepare myself for proper hideout. Who knows? Maybe this could turn into something more profitable for both of us in the end.
I think I'd better just claim the bounty on you instead.
Well, I'll give you this. You got guts, but you've got to work for that coin. I don't go down easy. I underestimated you.
You certainly did. Oh, okay.
Still standing.
Feels wrong. So he didn't give the passcode. Yeah, I'm not happy with that one either. I probably could push for that 15. You know what? I'm just gonna... Wait. That's killing him. That's walking in, isn't it? You know what? I could push for that 15 spirituality if I wanted to. Let's go back outside and think on what other things we would like to do. You know, if it's going to get all dark and weird anyway, we could head into that weird patch. But it feels so unnecessary. We just don't have a good motivation to go there. Other than it's a place over there in the distance we haven't been before. So what else do we have? What if the Wicker Man we can see isn't in this region but is in the Forlorn Swords? I mean, it's over this way, past this, isn't it? Past this mighty edifice. Okay, we're doing this for a while then. Not sure entirely how long. That is a great hollow tree trunk. Mighty in its dimensions. No, it appears to be some kind of fallen tower instead. Let that be so. Now this area is always a part of the weirdness. We may incur greater risk by coming here at night, but it is a location that is always fraught with peril. Fraught with peril or wrought with peril? Fraught would be more appropriate, yeah. So, if we seek, there's a few we may have gone too far for. There we go. I feel we may have gone too far for the Wicker Man, and it might indeed be in the Forlorn Swords region. I also suspect... No, we totally can. Not that it gets us anything. There is some interesting clipping available with crouching in certain areas. I believe we've been this far into this area before. And that looks really close, wherever it is. I was correct. But what have... Oh! No, I have found it. This is definitely a reason why this area could be heavily tainted with the weirdness. Also, oh my god, it looks like we can go down there. I don't like the idea of trying to find a way back up though. Perhaps though we can find a way around. Around... Maybe. Looks very nasty though. And we should probably just stay well away for now. I think that was a successful parry. I saw the stamina drop significantly as we did there. I see 4. Didn't see this one till I turned to the left. Might as well dig this one up. I think I saw another chest to the right. I did. This is looking like a way to descend. Although that really doesn't seem like the case, does it? Is this our way back up? I don't wish to descend into the crater without a better idea of how to get up. And this... Maybe we get to walk across there like some kind of imaginary bridge on some kind of spiritual journey cutscene later on, but for now, it's just all very, very nasty. Mighty cliffs leading to a perilous drop below. Let's not venture down. It is a deep tumble, and wow. Got him. I have a feeling... I mean, we definitely... Interesting. There's a way in. So if we try look for a road here, we may find a way onwards. And of course those impaled figures look ominously like foes, lurking and looming in the shadows. how many? I believe that's 3. 1, 2, 3. Four from that combat. So be it then. The good thing about fighting those creatures is they don't... I think I know what that is. That is this castle over here, presumably. Is that they don't drop heavy loot for us to carry. At least not until we identify it. There we go. Strike true. Although, I mean, with full-on Swords of Rest, so that's got to be the big spiky castle, right? Let's see, another one. We are searching the road, which should be further this way. If the map has anything to go by. Practically hugging the rocks. I'm thinking over there. Oh no, we're just running literally parallel to it. Oh, it's not on top there, is it? No, it's blatantly right here. Well, let's follow the path and see where it leads. Do we really need a status icon for a oh yeah, because it's not a permanent ability, it's when at full stamina. I'm not sure we're going to notice it flickering in and out. And whoa! Okay. So, a different location altogether. This looks as if it was once heavily guarded, and is also not an area we should wish to venture into just yet. Well, now we know. The gate was closer than it at first seemed, so yeah, not quite. That is a huge castle on the map, a very big, important location. A bit like the men here is, you know, on the map, and the fallen tower, well, the floating tower. I have a feeling we should definitely be exploring that castle. And we have no bloody reason to. Unless it's where we go to get the shield. And we will be told that as our reward later. I think we shall have to pass through the Valley of the Shadow of Death once more to reach open sky. I wouldn't want to ride my horse through it. But once on the other side, I could definitely ride back to town. Speaking of which, where does... Hey! Have I just found another shield door? Because I could really do with that right about now. The Tomb of Sir Dagonet. Another shield door. Excellent. So now we have 1, 2. I think there was a third one around here somewhere. Oh, the weird tower is free, right? So that could be... There might be one The toll house has a lift which seems to lead down into here, but why would we go there? Are there only the 3? Am I missing one? I don't know. But now I really want to go back and persuade Arthur to join the quest, and then inform his lordship. And presumably I'll see all of them in the Forlorn Swords region. That's my suspicion anyway. Yeah, here we go. Is that the Great Stag? I think it might be, and you lot can just stay there. If you come for me, that's your choice, but I'm not going to go out of my way for you there. You can just remain. And once I get back under the clear sky, I shall call my trusty steed, who has no name. Maybe Gringolet. If you know why, then I don't have to tell you. But if you don't, Gringolet is the name of Sir Gawain's horse. Can it jump? It can jump. Not very high. We're not going to be doing any dressage in this. I wonder if removing the armor would allow the horse to jump higher. There's a thought. Anyway, let's head back to civilization and give some fat bitch what she deserves. If we just keep on moving, like the song, then they may not follow us, and they do indeed seem to have given up. Our valiant steed is too swift for those wolves. This is a Dark Souls run now, where we just ignore all the monsters and they fucking kill us because we're twats. That doesn't work. Fuck off, stop doing it. It should not work, and the game's developers should put steps in place to prevent players from abusing that feature. Because it's just fucking stupid. The best way we could do that is reducing the amount of monsters that you're going to have to run past on the way back. Now, they did a thing in Dark Souls 2 where after you'd killed a monster so many times, they would stop respawning. And that was obviously a problem if you got killed and lost your souls and weren't able to get them back, you know. But it did mean that you could eventually begin to traverse earlier portions of the game fairly safely. So, if they did a kind of reverse of that, right, where if you died, the monsters were less likely to respawn, so you'd be more likely to be able to recover your souls, and then when you'd got them, they'd start respawning more frequently again. I saw the healing herbs. I had to stop the horse. There we go. And Arthur is right here, so that's got to be helpful. Ooh, a little bit of lag here as the town starts loading in. But that's okay. We're probably also reaching a pretty good episode length, so that might be affecting it too. Lord Yvain is looking for trustworthy allies to join his quest for the Holy Grail, and in your case, to hopefully be my blacksmith in Act 3.
Beor is still wet behind the ears, and his heart is barely beating. Until I'm sure he can handle things, I can't leave him on his own.
Shit.
Got something for me to look at?
You know what that means? I don't want to get dragged into this because it can mess up everything, but... Your wound. The cave. The monster. Do you remember anything else?
In my eyes, she never looked like a monster. I remember following her to that cursed place. When we were close, she touched my heart. I felt a great pain. And then I saw what she really was. I got scared, grabbed something heavy. I managed to get away, but inside I felt emptiness. Each morning after that, the burning of my wound grew more intense.
It seems we're going to have to complete this quest
Mind the road.
before we can get Arthur on side. And that is a problem. Well, that's a problem for a future video, I'm afraid, but... Can we talk about Yvain's expedition now?
Bayor is still wet
Nope,
behind
same
the
as
ears,
before.
and his
Yeah. We're going to have to help him recover from what was done to him. Unfortunately, we're going to have to go mess with someone else's heart now. And it's not going to be pretty. Perhaps the more heroic route would have been to just kill the witch. That probably would have left him as a pig, but I feel we should tell her what will happen.
Oh, great! You're back! Did you find him?
Yes. I spoke with the witch.
Did you really? What did she say? Did she agree to turn him back?
Not exactly. We could lie. Yes, you just need to wear this bracelet and make a wish to be reunited. No, but there is a way for you to be together as pigs. And she'll probably be okay with that, disturbingly.
What? Are you out of your mind?
Oh good, she's not.
I'm not going to live out the rest of my days as a pig. That's insane.
And here was me thinking that you loved him.
I mean, I do, but that's asking a bit much, don't you think? Wait. Is this a test, like in fairy tales? If I just say I do, he'll turn back into a human and we'll live happily ever after?
This is a test, like in fairy tales. If you say you do, I think you'll turn into a pig and you'll both be pigs forever. Well, the rest of your lives. No, I don't think so.
You're probably right. Look, I know it's all my fault, but I just don't want to be a pig, alright? I like Wilkin. He's a very nice boy, but I just can't do this.
You did it to him.
Here's your reward. I'd been saving up for some lace for my wedding dress, but, well, I guess I won't be needing it now. And if you ever see Wilkin again, just tell him I'm sorry.
And now we owe a favour to a witch, all because this silly little girl messed up a whole lot of trouble. I bet we don't go back to see the witch now. That's probably considered complete. Wherever it's... Or they've kept it active on the quest list because the witch will come calling. But it doesn't seem to be here. We didn't fail. Okay, let's go a bit slower and look for a picture of a pig. There we go. It's entirely possible the favour she wants from me won't come into play during the game at all, and rather will be like at some point in the future after the game ends, possibly even affecting some kind of epilogue. Oh, we have to go help the blacksmith now, don't we?
Got something for me to look at?
You're forging a new heart. How will it work?
So far, all my attempts have failed. None of those hearts had the spark a forged replacement ought to have. They were far too weak to beat in a blacksmith's chest. There's a legend about the stone wardens.
Uh-oh.
It tells that they could forge a heart stronger than any other. A heart that could make a man invincible. Sadly, I don't know much more than that. Right now I'm just banging my head against the wall.
Did you ask Arthur about that legend? He's older than you, he's been around a lot, he might have heard it, and he works in the same industry as you, so he may have caught his interest.
I thought he might have heard something, but no. He just waved it off and told me to get on with some proper work instead of dreaming about old Dalriata legends.
So what do you want to do next?
Well, since the Stone Wardens are all Dalriata, my hands are tied. Vrel is the only person from the tribes that I know. A Dalriata selling books. And that's something, isn't it?
It is.
I was planning to ask her about the legends myself, but maybe you could do it for me? Urfir will clobber me with his hammer if I shirk my work again.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you. I hope Vrel will be able to tell us more. Come back if you've the coin, or something worth my time.
This is going to be bad. So, I recall people saying on the forums that this quest forces them into a relationship with Beor. And he's a lovely man. But we're already in a relationship with someone. And it might not be the healthiest of relationships. But we don't want to dishonor it and betray our beloved. Because apparently Branwen's a bit of a wally and really likes her ladyship. The controlling, domineering busybody. Maybe she spends so long fighting monsters and righting wrongs that it's nice to just relax and let someone else take control and push her about for a bit. Feels very odd though. Alright, here we are.
Before you ask, no. I do not have any books personally signed by Merlin, nor will I fake his signature.
We can't talk to her at all. What? I mean, maybe we should just go see the Stone Wardens. We should talk to Kfor. Yes. And hopefully he doesn't send me into the Fallen Swords area, because we don't really belong there yet.
Have some spare food or coin? Anything else?
But let's try and get there before dark. I'm really feeling like this quest to help Beor should be an entire separate episode, but for some reason, I'm still going. Maybe because if I were to call this episode To Heal a Broken Heart, then, you know, people wouldn't even see it till like an hour and a half into the episode, so it would feel like a bit of an irrelevant title. If we called it Affairs of the Heart, then we could tie it in with the pig lover. I do feel we should go back to the pig, and he won't mind, but maybe let the witch know what's going on. If we're really lucky, we can speak with Ford here. I heard that the Stone Wardens can forge someone a new heart.
Oh? And where'd you hear a tale like that?
A local blacksmith named Beor told me. He's the one who needs a new heart.
I didn't know our stories had travelled so far. The Camelosians prefer to call us heartless beasts only capable of destruction. But I suppose a tale about creating a heart in the fires of a forge is something only another blacksmith would believe and appreciate. So, that Beor, tell me about him.
He lost his heart to a fae. He got it back, but it's weak.
Aye, that's the way of it. A heart given to those creatures is never whole when it returns. If it returns at all. They drain every joy, every spark, leaving what's left little more than a brittle husk. I'm sorry your friend bears that burden.
He tried forging a new heart, but it didn't work.
He used iron, didn't he? Iron's too brittle. Steel's no better. It's cold, lifeless. To forge a heart, you need metal that is alive. You need a metal that will sing as your heart sings when you see the smile of a loved one.
Have you ever forged such a heart before?
Twice. Once for a man whose wife's heart had been frozen by an ice weaver. He feared it would shatter, so I made her a new one. The other, well, it beats in my beloved's chest as his beats in mine, both forged in the same fire, bound to the forge as much as to each other.
So what we need is weird steel.
Aye, it's the only metal fit for such a task. But weird steel alone isn't enough. It must be woven with ethereal cobwebs, threads that will give the heart its strength. Bring me those and I'll forge the heart. After that, it will need to be filled, but that task will fall to you.
Well, let's just hold here a moment. Oh, we can't save? Try now. Now we can. So I'm just going to throw in a quick interrupted save here. I've also heard this quest involves sacrificing permanent health, which I'm not happy with. I brought the weird steel and the ethereal cobwebs for Beor's heart.
Good. Give me a moment to find the right song. I haven't lost my touch. Here, your friend will have a strong, beautiful heart. At least in terms of craftsmanship. The rest is up to you. The heart is just an empty vessel. It needs to be filled to start beating.
Filled with what?
Life, of course. A heart must be full of life to start beating. But we'll talk about that when you return.
What do I need to do?
Well, there are two ways. Through death, or through sacrifice.
Ah. Sacrifice.
You can pour some of your own life into the art. It'll weaken you, sure, but I'd say some sacrifices are worth making. Besides, I believe it will give you another kind of strength. Something far more valuable than what you've lost.
Oh, quite possibly. Or I could die?
No, of course not. You can fill it with the life of creatures you kill, but it will take some time. A life torn away is far less willing than a life freely given, and I can't say what effect it'll have on Bayor. It's not a method we use often.
What if I give him an empty heart?
Then he'll have a cold lump of steel in his chest. What do you think?
Yeah, that's not good. Well, thank you for your help.
If you want to fill it up with the energies of things you kill, just hold it up when you fight. It will collect life, and at some point, will give you a sign that it's beating again. Come to me and I'll bind life to the heart. If you decide to fill it with your own energy, just tell me. Either way, come back with either a full heart or when you make up your mind.
Okay. I'm not going to do this. Yet. So apparently if we place our own life essence into the heart, Bayor falls in love with us. Because we are so closely linked to it. And it's a beautiful love, but it's still a nasty thing to do. Let me guess, it's an offhand item? Charged by killing monsters. Oh, 15 monsters, we can do that. If we go kill loads of things, that could turn quite nasty. But we can rack up 15 kills pretty quickly if we need to. Do we need to... Yes. Yes, we do. Okay. Like that. Which means no shield. Alright, well I think I need to have a little think about this. Feel free to let me know what you think about this issue with the heart in the comment section down below, especially if you've played the game and experienced this quest for yourself. If you're like, oh, I didn't try the killing things route, which seems really easy compared to pouring permanent health into it. So we have gained permanent health from other sources and we've got lots of endurance. We can afford to lose some. But the consequences are another matter, because then if he falls in love with us, we can say, oh no, look, I don't love you, and then apparently he just stops working, at which point Urtha's probably going to refuse to leave completely. So it feels we may be backed into a bit of a corner here. And if he gets really angry and violent and starts smashing everything up because he's got lots of death in his heart, well, that's not good either. He's a lovely man, we shouldn't turn him into a nasty, horrible monster. Alright. I'm going to end this episode here. I hope you've all enjoyed this one, and I'll look forward to seeing you all in the next one. I'll say goodbye for now though, and cheerio everyone. See you all soon.